Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone had a relaxing Sunday and that you had good time with your family. So we are in the very final day of Finding Freedom and Finances. So as you come in, be sure to say hello, share on your page so that the people that you are connected to can be connected to this broadcast or live. And for those of you who are catching the replay, make sure that you put replay in here so I can know. And I just thank you so much for really being on this journey with me these last 21 days. I think it's been really fun, like I said, to go back in and read the book again. And you never know what you can learn from a second reading with fresh eyes or different eyes and life experiences, and just to be able to go through this journey with you all again. It has really been fun. And so with that being said, we will go ahead and get started. And like I said, we are in day 21, the final day of Finding Freedom and Finances. And so if you haven't purchased the book, I encourage you to. And here is the book, Finding Freedom and Finances, a 21-day devotional. It's available on Amazon as well. If you would like a signed copy, you can catch that by going to my website. So I will be sure to put my link in the comments for anyone who would like to be able to purchase a book or be connected with me. So that is all of the business news. So we can go ahead and get started with today's devotional. And so, like I said, today's topic is, what is your inheritance? What is your inheritance? So let me give you all the verse, and then we'll get to talking. So the verse for today is, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. Okay, so inheritance. When we talk about inheritance, usually the first thing that we talk about is money, because we will say they might be a trust fund baby, or their family has left them a lot of money or assets. But in reality, you can leave an inheritance whether it is good or whether it is bad. Inheritance is nothing but the state of condition of things. So if in the book I say, either you're going to allow the next generation to be able to purchase a home, or you're going to leave them with termites. So it will leave them with something that they have to repair. And this day is not like any other day where we have really looked at other things that are surrounding that verse, and to bring some context to what we have going on. And so with that being said, when you read Proverbs chapter 13, it starts off with a lot about individual decisions, meaning that if you choose to live this way, this will be the consequence, whether it be good or whether it be bad. And it's interesting. So you have basically 21 verses of that. And then it jumps immediately to verse 22, which is our key verse today, of basically saying that you will leave, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Now, that means that you are thinking in the mindset of generational wealth, meaning that the things that you're doing now is not only for your children right now, but for your grandchildren. And it's really ironic to think that, okay, our decisions today is going to impact not just me, but potentially my grandchildren. Or let's even go a little bit deeper. It may impact my children's children's children, or my children's 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 children. So I really do believe that, that we have the opportunity to not just impact today, but we have the opportunity to impact, 50 years from now, of what our family is going to be like, all based off of decisions that we make today. So in this in this context of thinking of our decisions now. So I wrote these things down. Our decisions now could be able to help you to either struggle, meaning it's going to cause struggle, or you're going to be able to flow. Earlier in the devotional, I talked about how you could literally go with the river, or if you're fighting against what you should do, it's always going to seem like you're going upstream. So are you going to struggle, or are things going to flow as they should? Our decisions now can cause stress, or they can cause peace. Because when you make bad financial decisions, what ends up happening is that you will be able to I'm sorry, I lost train of thought real quick. But when you make bad financial decisions, what ends up happening is that now you have to make up for what you have done. Whether that be, I got a payday loan and now I got to pay that back. Whether it be, I've spent too much on my credit card, now it's maxed out. I missed my due date, now I have to pay late fees. I picked a bad investment. I waited to the wrong time to do an investment, and now I have high interest on my home. So all of these bad decisions are going to have an after effect. In the same manner, when we make good financial decisions, they bring peace into our lives. So when we are making great financial decisions, there is a peace that surpasses all understanding when it comes to your financial lives, because you aren't stressing about figuring out, what do I have to do to make this work? Instead, you can focus on what's really important, which is your family. And this goes into the next thing that our decisions now can help us with. It can either cause confusion, or it can create understanding. The decisions that we make in our financial lives will either allow you to see things that are going on that should be going on, and knowing how this should flow and that should flow. Or if you are hesitant to face your finances, you risk putting yourself really in a tangled web, and that you can't figure out because you are avoiding what's going on in your life. So that's our decisions now. So, but based off of our decisions now, this is what you end up doing to your future, meaning your children. Okay. So our decisions now can either be a foundation or quicksand, where our kids will feel like they can't get ahead, or because they don't have the knowledge or the money or the skill set or whatever it is, where they feel like literally like they're climbing, and like it's always something pulling them down. Your decisions right now for the future for your children can either be a head start for them, because you are able to give them the gift of money for college, or a down payment for a home, or purchasing a car for them and now they don't have any car payments, or either paying their rent for a year after they graduate college so that they're able to start saving. Those are the type of the things you could do, or they're held back because of the decisions that we made. Like, in all honesty, let's talk about one of the elephants in the room: utilizing our children's social security number, and before they even walk out of the house, they have bad credit because you have placed your bad habits on their life before they even have an opportunity to get ahead. Those are the type of things that you can do on both sides of the spectrum that will either help your children or aid your children. And ultimately, the decisions that you make now for your children is either going to provide them with a clear path, or it's going to be major detours for them because they don't know the route to take. They don't know the decisions to make. And we have to do a better job of helping our kids to succeed. Now, our inheritance might be something that you might say, well, I'm not really thinking about that right now. Inheritance is the last thing that's on my mind. That's perfectly fine. And why I say this is because, again, like we talked about a couple of days ago, where you have to have oxygen first. There is no way that you can really help your kids be successful if you don't take care of yourself first. So the things that we've learned over the last 21 days, or the last 20, well, not necessarily today, but the last 20 days, are you going to do the work to help yourself? Are you going to be able to give yourself oxygen so that now you can help your family? Now that you can give them either the knowledge or either the opportunity for them to have the success. That's what inheritance does. It gives your family the opportunity. And it may be that your influence right now you think is small, but man, I don't know. Like, what I visualize in my mind is a snowball starting at the top of a hill, and it starts off really small. And you think that when you pat that snowball the first time and you push it, like, man, this is not going to do anything. But when you roll down, when the snowball rolls down the hill and it's attaching to the other pieces of snowflakes that's on the field, it gets big on the hill. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes down. So, like, the traction that you can start right now could literally be the beginning of the snowball for your family. It could be the domino for your family that 3 generations from now, the struggles that you encountered, your great 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 grandchildren will never have to experience, all because you figured out what was going on now. Now, for me, I want to speak to those of you who may be single now and they say, well, man, I don't have any kids. I can't really think about an inheritance. Well, to be honest, even as a single person, you have influence. You have influence within the circle of people who you talk to in your communication. Not saying that you can't, that it should be all business all the time. But your circle, the people who you are surrounded with, the goal is that as you obtain knowledge, that you can help them to gain the skills necessary for them to grow as well, so that you can all grow together. Because to be honest, it might be a little bit awkward that you are on track with paying your debt off and everything, and now here it is, you're buying the home, and now your friends are saying, like, how did she manage to do that? How did he manage to do that? But you're not talking about it. So the people that you are close to, you would be surprised of how much influence you can have. And then all of you can come up. All of you can go to the east side. All of you can be able to live a stable life, a more pleasing life that doesn't have the hardship. Now, again, I want to repeat, nothing about this process is going to be easy at first, because let's be honest, guys, change is hard. But the inheritance, what legacy do you want to leave? Now, today is August 30th, and which happens to be the day after Chadwick. I'm going to say his last name wrong, so I'm just going to leave that Chadwick. But Black Panther, the who played Black Panther, has passed. And what we've seen in the last 24 hours is someone who lived for 43 years, and he's done so much in his lifetime. Like that, he left a legacy that he can definitely be proud of. So, like, are you going to leave a legacy that's going to allow people to be able to say, man, I grew because of that person. I gained a skill set because of that person. I took it to the next level because of that person. Like, what are people going to say about you? And that's what your inheritance is all about. I would be what's the best way to put this? Financial literacy, that's the inheritance that I want to leave. If I can help somebody save more, pay off debt, buy the home, be prepared for new families, invest in their future, have adequate retirement, if I can do any of those things to help one family, then my life has been worth it. The failures, the tears, the struggles, all of it will be worth it, because for me, all of this is part of my legacy. And so, if I were to have my last breath tonight, I pray I don't, but if I were to have my last breath tonight, I know that there is evidence of the work that I've done. And so with our finances, we can do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, when you leave this place, you want to make sure that your family is not trying to figure out, how to pay for your funeral. They're not trying to figure out where all the important paperwork's. It's time for us to really do the work to make sure that our family is okay. And if 2020 has taught any of us anything, is that life can be so unexpected, and you really never know what's going to happen next. And so I challenge you to take time to fight for your financial freedom, to take time to do the work that's necessary, because hard work does pay off. And I want to stress not only hard work, but hard right work. Because I know a lot of people who work hard, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're doing the right thing. So hard right work that's going to help your family, making good decisions that's going to help your family, budgeting, saving, investing, paying off debt, purchasing a home, rental properties, whatever your thing is that's going to help your family to succeed. It's time to do the work. No more excuses. Don't wait. Start today. I signed every one of my books. I signed the same way. Like, they might have other stuff in between, but I end it with the same way, where I say, start now. And I leave the scripture, Hebrews 12:11. So I'm going to leave that with you all, because discipline is not something that seems fun, but it is worth it in the end, because it's going to produce a harvest. It's going to allow you to see the hard work pay off in the end. And so, this labor of love to write this book was my way to share this with you, because I believe that financial freedom is that important. Even though I think that I'm not that great at grammar, even though I think I'm not the best writer, but the message was more important to me that you receive it than my flaws. So with that being said, start today. Start now. Think about what type of inheritance that you want to leave for your family. What type of inheritance do you want to leave for the people that you love, your friends? What type of influence do you want to have in people's lives today? And then work towards that goal. You'll be surprised. In fact, more than likely, it's going to be even better than what you think of right now, because when you work towards a goal, it's almost like you attract, I'm sorry, the wrong thing. You attract greatness when you start doing great things. When you start doing great work, you attach more greatness. And it's going to be amazing. I can't imagine what my life will look like 5 years from now, based off the things that are going on today. And so start making good decisions now so that your family will reap the benefits not only of your lifetime, but their lifetime, your children's lifetime, and your children's children's lifetime. It's been a great journey. I've definitely enjoyed everybody who has come in these 21 days. I pray that it's been a blessing for you. If you would like to catch any of the days, there's a playlist on YouTube available on my page. I will share that with you if you ever want to go back, check any of those things out. I'm so grateful to, like I said, to take this journey with you. If you are ready to take the next step for your finances, and you want to have financial freedom, and you want someone to guide you through that process, I will be more than happy to be your guide to financial freedom. The link in the comments, check that page out. You can sign up for a consult, and I will be so glad to guide you through your financial freedom. Be on the lookout for many things coming from Pew Financial Coaching over the next few months. And I look forward to seeing so many people's success. So if this devotional has helped you in any way, drop a comment or a post on the page, and I will be so excited to hear how this devotional has blessed you. I look forward to seeing you all next time, and I will close us out with our final prayer. Lord, I thank you for allowing me to write this devotional and use my life to share what you have provided me. Lord, I pray for blessings over the person reading this now or hearing this now, and may they be able to start on a journey of trusting you and seeking your guidance with their finances in every area of their lives. Lord, give them the wisdom to make the right decisions for their family that will carry them for generations to come. May they be blessed by their obedience to you. I thank you and praise you. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, everybody, it's been a fun ride. I hope you have a great night and a phenomenal week. Bye.